So today we are going to check the spark and hopefully check the compression on our wonderful motor here. So we've got this wonderful little spark tester. It goes in line with your spark plug and then it lights up, I guess, or I know if got good ignition, at least along that plug, or along the wire anyway. So we'll just pull these guys off, stick this end in, that's good, and then we figure out what the fuck, put this on. And then we're going to fire it up and we're going to look for a light. In there. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Ooh. All right. Well, I don't know how much I got, but 1 and 2 are good, so we're going to try number 3 now. Number 4 is the one I'm actually worried about because I pulled these while it was running yesterday and each one had a negative effect, except this one had no change, so I have to wonder what's going on, which is also why we're going to probably check the compression. Let's see what this one does. So they're all pretty good, or they all got spark to them. So now we're gonna label our wires and pull them, and then pull the plugs, and then do a compression test. Okay, so what we've done is gone ahead and labeled each of our little wires. We'll put a 1, 2, 3, 4 down the line, so I can pull each of these without worry, because firing order does matter, as I learned working on a 1972 Pontiac Catalina. We got to make sure that put them all back in the right order. We're also going to disconnect the coil wire so that it doesn't try and that was interesting. So then we're going to go ahead and pull out move our spark plugs. All loose here, and then we'll finger them out. Let's see how they look here. A little oily, a little sooty, that one. Did get some new ones, so we'll be able to do that. Yeah, they're all pretty not great. A little sooted, so it's maybe running a little rich. But I have been idling it a lot, so this one's most of these are pretty roached. Won't be a bad thing to replace these. Okay, there's that. So we've disconnected our ignition. Should be able to crank the motor freely. We're going to go ahead and set up our compression gauge on the number 1 cylinder and we'll work our way down. Supposed to be getting 130 according to the manual on these. So looks like that might be the right one. So we got to put this baby in here. Maybe that's not the right one. Might not be the right one. Let's try this other one. This is the right one. So yeah, we got this, and then this connects into our quick connect pressure gauge. And we got this right here. 0, so now we should be able to crank it. Hopefully not blow ourselves up for any reason, and hopefully get consistent compression across all 4 cylinders. Believe it when we see it. A little low, 120. Go to the next one. Battery's a little weak too, so you may not be getting the full shoot spot here. But I'll take 120. Let's just see if it. All right, next one. Should have looked at my remote starter, but oh, that one's right about 122. That's good. That's a really good sign. Just consistent. Want it within 10 psi across all 4 cylinders, so that's okay. Number 3. Yeah, also nice 120. Finally, number 4. So then, yeah, hopefully we'll know we got good compression. We know we've got spark along the wire. So hopefully putting some new spark plugs in here. Help a little bit. Smooth it out some. Let's see what number 4. Can we go 4 for 4? 4 rounds. Oh. We might have to start that over because I'm an idiot and didn't release the pressure on each one. Such is the life of being me. So we're going to go back to number 2. Should have just done number 4, but let's just go back to number 2. Might tell us some slightly different information. Fuck. See? This is what it's like when you try and do shit yourself. All right. Number 2 again. That was 120. Don't forget to release your pressure, folks. You gotta do shit twice. All right, number trace. One. Fire it up. Also 120. All right, now here we are at number 4 again. The 4-fecta. Pressurized. Oh, that's no good. Shit. Only a 70 or something on that, or not even a shit, even 50. All right, let's try it again. Oh, we definitely have some weak compression there. That is a bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Well, to figure that out, I guess I don't know what we can do about that. Don't think there's any magic here for that. Not that I'm capable of. All right, well, we're gonna put our new spark plugs in and just see what happens. All right, well, so we know we got a cylinder with some back compression, but we're gonna throw some new spark plugs in. We got these copper, Champion Copper Plus 18. That's what marineengine.com is now recommended, superseded another part number, the RBL8, Champion RBL8s. I ordered some new old stocks of those, but was able to find these at the auto store, so I'm just going to use these for now. We may have just demonstrated that this whole thing is pointless, but if it floats and starts, we're gonna run it anyway one of these days. So anyway, nice and shiny. Go ahead and finger tighten those all the way in. To each. That's a bummer about the compression. I don't know what we're gonna do about that, because I think that requires we have to take some shit apart, like really apart. And while I have, as you've seen, some skill, not much, not enough to pull an engine and do piston rings and stuff like that. There's a point where we just buy a different boat and try again. But this baby's so beautiful. I really like to see it work. So we'll run it till she blows. All right, so we got these guys pretty much all the way in. We've got our torque wrench. So I can tell you that the manual says to torque them to 15, so that's what we've got our wrench set to. So I'll give each one a 15 pounds. There we go. All right. Hook our coil wire back up. Link on there, and then we pretty much all our wires in the same space, but we can double check. There's 4. That's a bummer. Three. I don't know what that just was. Something launched on this. And 1. And we'll fire her up and see if we made any improvement. All right, all our spark plugs are in and torqued, so let's see if we can fire her up and see what's what.